Hey, RosterWatch Nation, it's your friendly neighborhood trash man, and this is the Garbage Grab. Today I'm going to be talking about some wide receivers who I think are trending down in fantasy this season. So let's go ahead and get started. First off with Alshon Jeffery of the Eagles. News recently dropped that Jeffery had no timetable for return from a Liz Frank injury. If you're familiar with this strangely named injury, you know that it's not a quick healing process, especially for someone who's 30 years old like Jeffery and has had a history of leg injuries. If that wasn't enough of an uphill battle for Jeffery, he now has to contend with a healthy Deshaun Jackson this season, a newly acquired Marquise Goodwin, and dynamic rookie receiver Jalen Reagor, who is one of my favorite rookies coming into the draft, all for targets. Jeffery's best days may be behind him at this point. Best days are ahead of you if you download the 2020 RosterWatch Ultimate Draft Cheat Sheet, available now at rosterwatch.com. The revolutionary cheat sheet that changed fantasy football forever is back, only at rosterwatch.com. The RosterWatch Ultimate Draft Cheat Sheet. All you have to do is follow 3 simple rules. That's it, 3 rules. Couldn't be easier. An expert quality fantasy football draft is guaranteed. The RosterWatch Ultimate Draft Sheet, only at rosterwatch.com. Now to another player who I think is trending down this season, and that's Michael Gallup, receiver for the Cowboys. Gallup had a breakout season in 2019 with over 1,100 yards and 6 touchdowns, but I don't see him approaching those numbers in 2020 for one big reason, and that reason is rookie wide receiver CeeDee Lamb. Lamb was our consensus number 1 receiver going into the draft, and he may now be the most talented pass catcher on the Cowboys, better than Amari Cooper even. He can play all over the field, but he's the kind of sure-handed safety blanket over the middle that Dak Prescott can hang his hat on. Gallup won't disappear in fantasy, but his 2019 season may just go down as his best. Another player I think is trending down this season is Tyler Boyd of the Bengals. Boyd had a rock-solid 2019 with 1,046 yards and 5 touchdowns. But if we're expecting the Bengals to be a better team on offense this year, that could be bad news for Boyd. He had 60-plus yards in 9 games in 2019, and they were all losses in which he racked up targets and attempts to come from behind. With A.J. Green back, speedy rookie T. Higgins also in tow, along with a healthy John Ross and an upstart rookie quarterback Joe Burrow under center, Boyd won't be the ball hog we've come to know and love this season. And then lastly, John Brown of the Bills. Brown had career highs in catches with 72 and yards with 1,060 in 2019, but that was before the Bills acquired Stefon Diggs in trade from the Vikings. Diggs is kind of a combo between Brown and fellow Bill Cole Beasley in that he can take the top off the defense as well as work inside and over the middle. So don't expect Brown to beat or maybe even meet his 2019 numbers. Anyway, those are some of my wide receivers who I feel like are going to trending down in 2020 and won't perform quite as well, or not nearly as well in some cases. Anyways, this has been the Garbage Grab on behalf of rosterwatch.com. Have a happy Father's Day, or I hope you had a happy Father's Day, depending on when you watch this, if you are indeed a father or about to be. Anyways, this is the Trash Man, and until next time, be ready.